Thank you all for being here. This is a wonderful occasion. It's really a rare thing that you get to see, as a commissioner and a mayor, a long-term project like this come from conception to fruition and to a grand opening such as this. The chief and also the city manager at that time came to me several years ago, and they showed me maps of the coverage area for fire service, fire protection in the city of Gainesville. And they showed an area where there was a little bit of a seam, that we didn't actually quite have the level of coverage that is up to the standards of the city of Gainesville. So the city commission and the mayor at that time embarked upon this project so that we could show that and we could provide the highest level of service to our citizens in terms of public safety, because public safety is a fundamental role of local government. When we started this project and the conception of it, we knew that this couldn't be just like any other fire station, that actually times have changed, standards have changed, and therefore we had to have a fire station that met those standards. It represents the unwavering commitment of the city of Gainesville, the commission, and the community to provide exceptional fire service to all parts of our growing community. And it is growth that actually did create the additional need for this particular fire station. But it's a fire station that we can be proud of. It's an investment in our future, in the future of our entire city. It does represent a future that has limitless potential, and also, in these economic times, it does hold the promise of renewed prosperity.
As Mayor mentioned, this is our first new station since 1980. A lot has happened since then. The city has grown, more than doubled its size, but we've maintained our fire rescue services in a very basic structure, and we've provided excellent service. But now this will let us go to the next step. This will fill in that gap in our service area that was really needed, and for folks in the northwest part of the city, we'll have a closer and faster response. But it'll help out in our other stations as well, since they don't have to go out of their service area to provide service to this area. Mayor also mentioned this station reflects policy direction from the City Commission that really is forward-thinking. The Commission had said previously, we want our buildings to really exemplify standards of sustainability and energy efficiency. The building is a LEED Silver building. We also want to have a building that will withstand storms. Many of our buildings, because they were built in the 1950s, it's kind of questionable whether you want to pull that truck in the building or not. This building, we know, will be here. It will withstand, a Category 3 or better hurricane. It's a place to be if there's a storm on the way. I hope that what you see as you look around is not just a great fire station, but a station that really fits in well with the community, that blends in a perfect spot. We maintain the majority of the live oak canopy, and the building just feels right and will be a great part of our community for the next 50 to 100 years. So thank you, everyone involved. You as citizens have been the backbone of our team. As the mayor mentioned, the City Commission, on behalf of the citizens of Gainesville, has funded fire rescue, has provided the funding for this new facility. Without that commitment, the courage that the City Commission took in passing the fire assessment, to give a solid foundation of funding for fire rescue services, it will be very hard to maintain the building and the staffing for the building.
The biggest thing this station is going to do is improve service to our citizens in the community in this area that Fire Station 8 is going to be taking care of. We've been looking forward to that for about 4 years now. This has been an underserved area inside the city of Gainesville. We're going to be able to improve our response time in this area. One of the things that we are looking forward to seeing is the new doors we put on this building are different than any other fire station in the city. They're bifold doors, so they open to the side. So that gives us a lot more avenue to make sure they're clear so we don't have any problems. The other thing about these doors is they open in about 4 seconds, or they don't have to worry about something happening where they may come down on top of the truck, which we've experienced in the past. Another aspect we put in this station that we don't have in any of the other stations, except over at Station 3 on Waldo Road where we have a drill field, is we've actually added a training area in this station where we can do some ladder work and do some of our training with ropes. So up on the apparatus bay on the second story, we put a a number of window ledges so we can practice putting up ladders and going in and out of window openings, different sizes, different locations, different heights. And because they're here 24/7, one of the things that we have is they do a lot of their cooking here and do their own meals. Because this station is located up in the northwest part of the city and we have 3 stations in this area that could come and train together, we put a training room in this station. But it's real important because we need to be able to rescue people. We had a lot of good support from our firefighters for this station. We've had several guys that have been working for the last 2 or 3 years on a regular basis as the committee to make sure things were completed.
Now we're going to do a couple of traditions here with the cutting of the ribbon. So Mayor Lowe, if you want to step forward, and Commissioner Todd Chase, I'm going to ask him to come up and reveal our station plaque when we cut the ribbon. The next thing we're going to do, which is an old tradition in fire rescue service back before we had motor-driven fire apparatus, back when we had horse-drawn apparatus, was when firefighters got a new apparatus, they would push it back into the station for the first time. So we're going to take care of that today. And when we get over there, I'm going to ask all the current firefighters, retired firefighters that are here to make their way to the front of the truck along with the mayor and commissioners that are here. And then if there's any space left, anybody that would like to get a part of it, we're just going to get up there and give its initial push into the station, and then we're going to let it roll in there. And when we finish that, we're going to have a radio announcement, which will be the official call that Station 8 is now in service. So Mayor Lowe, if you will cut the ribbon.
Well, this is an exciting time for the city of Gainesville, being able to open this first fire station in 30 years. But the biggest thing we'll be able to do is improve the service in this area to the citizens of Gainesville, and be able to see how that's going to impact our overall service as other units are able to stay available in their territories. Not just the impact that's going to happen here in Station 8 territory, but it also allows us to have units available more often in other parts of the city, which is going to be a big increase in the service that we have here in the city of Gainesville.